This is episode 0 of the Fandom Brigade. Welcome all video gaming geeks and moviegoers to the Fandom Brigade podcast. I'm Logan.
And I'm Jordan.
And what we're going to be talking about today is a little bit about this podcast and about us, so the listeners, you guys, get to better to know us. And at the end, we're going to do a little bit of rapid fire, just figuring out our what we like.
This is our first podcast, guys. Don't judge us.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, so there's probably going to be, there's probably going to be a lot of ums and very awkward long pauses. So.
A lot. Very
much.
Very
much so.
And this podcast is explicit. We will probably drop some F-bombs here and there.
Yes, we do cuss a little bit because we are adults. So.
All right, let's get down to it.
All right.
All right, I'm going to tell a little bit about myself. My name is Logan
do that, man.
Scott Rankin.
Damn straight.
I'm from
Get his name right.
I'm from Neoga, Illinois. Currently living in Indianapolis, Indiana, the great state of all time, and the best city.
The greatest
the greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time.
I went to Neoga Junior Senior High School. Graduated with 65 students. Whoopee.
I was there. It was magical.
I know. Probably the smallest group of kids in a high school ever recorded.
Yeah, a lot smaller than mine for sure.
High school activities, I played baseball and basketball, and I was in a club of FFA and healthcare. I am not becoming a nurse. I signed up for healthcare like the last day. I don't even know why. FFA was fun. I mean, I did it to bring animals in because we had like a pet zoo. That's pretty much why I was there. Baseball and basketball was fun. I met a lot of kids, a lot of teammates, and currently friends with them now. So it was overall a great experience. Also, when I started liking video games and movies, which this podcast is pretty much based about.
All the podcasts will be.
All the podcasts will be.
Yeah.
I believe I was like 8 years old. That was like in the early 2000s, so my first console was one of those PlayStation 2s, the big, ginormous ones.
Oh my god, I love those. I love those so much.
Yeah, I had to sell it because it broke down finally, like a couple years ago. So.
Oh, it lasted a long time then.
Yeah, it did. I mean, on that thing, I used to play Crash and let's see what else. We played Spider-Man on that thing.
I love that game. I remember that.
Yeah, amazing.
That was awesome.
When you first started watching movies is when you're younger, when you're like first born. You watch primarily Disney movies. That's what I watched.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Tarzan. Tarzan was the best.
Hey, Tarzan is great. Yeah.
I don't know why, but it was the best. Currently college. I'm going to Ivy Tech Community College right now. This fall, I'm transferring to Indiana University to study entrepreneurship and become an entrepreneur as a career. Business is just a thing that I like and like to talk about. So,
look at you, man.
Yep.
You got this in the bag. Oh yeah, and also we didn't really explain, but we are brother and sister.
Yep.
And we fight all the time. Pretty much hate each other. So.
No, we don't.
I know. I'm just kidding.
We're like that rare breed of brother and sister that act.
The rare breed that fight all the time. Fight. Air quotes.
Air quotes.
So my description is not nearly going to be as interesting as his was, but okay. Well, my name is Jordan Craft. Jordan Ellen Craft, if you want to get creative.
Ellen, that's a nice name.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I lived there. Actually, you know what? I don't even know. I moved houses like every 2 years. We moved a lot,
Yeah, we did.
and then we didn't settle. We finally settled in like Westfield for 8 years. I think 8 years. But then in August last year, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, which is where I currently live. But I'm possibly moving back home this August. So I moved to Atlanta to pursue acting. It's amazing. Um, I went to high school, Westfield High School, and I loved it very much. It was a huge school, unlike Logan's.
Home of the
um,
Shamrocks.
home of the Shamrocks, because that is a kick-ass mascot.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Yeah, it was a huge school. Pretty much, like, you knew a lot of people, but it's not one of those schools where you know everybody. You will not know everybody in that school unless you're just the most socialist butterfly around.
Okay, now were there like, geeks, jocks in that kind of school? Because, big schools, they're kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah, there was. It's had those little like Breakfast Club cliques and all that, of course.
Mm.
But I don't know. For as far as I knew, people got along. Although I heard about a lot of like fights happening, and I never was around to see them. Thank God. But
I love watching fights.
man,
That's always
it
fun.
doesn't interest me because I'm like, especially if it's somebody like I know in the fight, I'm just like, no, I don't like this at all. No, I'm gonna be like a total girl and go, no. I never fit in a clique. Oh gosh, I'm gonna use this friggin' young adult reference. I was divergent, as you would say. I was kind of just had
Independent
my
in
own.
the middle.
Yeah, yeah, I had my own group of friends, and nobody bullied me or anything. They just kind of accepted my presence and was like, hey, you're okay, I guess.
I mean,
So.
in our school, we'd play around with each other. We wouldn't really bully because everybody knew to everybody. Because in the
Yeah,
high school, we had like 300 kids. So
yeah. In my high school, we had 2,000, I think.
damn.
My high school is huge, yeah. But okay, yeah, I've talked about that topic quite a bit now. My high school activities, actually, I wasn't really that heavy in activities. I was in drama club for a little while, and I think I auditioned for like one play. I was really not active in high school. I probably should have been. That's basically it. I did one of my favorite things, one of my favorite classes was video production, and I used to do the announcements for video production. I used to go around and interview people that were the leaders of clubs.
Mm.
It was awesome. I actually thought that was a lot of fun. That was basically all Mike. See, I'm so interesting. It's just great. You're loving this right now.
I am.
Well, thank you. And just so you know, I'm kind of nervous, so I talk quite a bit. Okay, but and I started. Good Lord, it's funny. I've loved movies pretty much my whole life. But I think I started registering that they were movies like around when I was 3 years old, because I knew when I was 3 years old, that's when I knew I wanted to be an actress, which is like that really stereotypical beginning. But I just knew I wanted to be an actress. But
Oh yeah, I remember.
yeah. I still am doing that currently. But yeah, I've loved movies for a long time. I think I fully started appreciating them when I was probably around like 8 or 9, I would say, and I started falling in love with them because they're an amazing, escape, and also I just love them, just love films. And I loved video games because like the old PS2 games like Batman Begins and Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh my God, I
Those
forgot
type of
about that
games.
game.
Yeah, and Shrek Super Party?
Yes.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. Basically a basically a
It was
Mario
based off
Party
Mario
Shrek version.
Party.
Yeah. And I just played all those games, and I always loved them. I played them all the time, 3 or 4 times in a row.
Mm.
But I fully started, I think it wasn't until like 5 years ago I started actually getting into the heavy story games, and now I love those, and I play those all the time now.
Yeah, for me, it's still a process for me doing those kind of games.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he plays a lot of sports games.
Sports games and a lot of shooter games like Call of Duty and stuff.
Yeah. So I like the older Call of Duties. I don't like the new ones very much, so.
I mean, the only good thing about the new ones is the multiplayer, I think.
See, I don't know. I never got into multiplayer. I think it's just because, like, I feel like kids train their whole lives for that, so they kill me in like 2 seconds. So
Yeah,
I'm just
true.
like, man, you guys are experienced. So I'm just like, I'm out. And let's see. And as far as college is going, I I also went to Ivy Tech and I graduated. And then I graduated last year, and I actually, when I moved here, I started going to Georgia State, but then
You dropped out.
yeah, I didn't drop out, but well, I guess I withdrew after one semester for various reasons. And I'm currently not in school right now, but I'm considering Indiana University. So still think I know he's
That's right.
nodding his head. He's like, I want you to go there. And yeah, I honestly, for me, I want to finish my education. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. So I would love to get at least, I know this is going to take a lot of schooling, but I would love to get a double major in theater and film.
See, I thought about double majoring too. I thought about
It would take a long time.
yeah.
Is the problem.
I thought about as a backup being a cop. I always wanted to be a cop when I was little.
But my future career, obviously, if you haven't gathered, I want to grow up to be, an actress and not. I know people are like, that's obviously like a common thing that girls just want to run away to Hollywood and become actresses, but I actually want to do it because I have a big passion for it, not for the money.
Right.
Which I know everyone says that, but I mean, I really do. I find it so fascinating.
I mean, that's a really hard profession to go into.
It's really hard, yeah, because one, I don't have the looks, and two, it's just really competitive.
All right. On this podcast, basically, we're going to be talking about, like we said, video games and movies, giving our opinions, why we created this podcast. I think for me and Jordan to get, have that bond of brother and sister, and
even though we're like 9 hours away from each other.
yeah, and just telling listeners how we feel about certain types of video games and movies.
And it's like the only like two subjects that we can go on and on and on about.
Right.
And we're really passionate about, so we wanted to get that out there and just share that with whoever was willing to watch.
We'll be talking about
listen.
New games, old games,
New movies, old movies.
Yeah. New games like Uncharted, that's about to come out.
Which I love.
Yeah, I've never played the Uncharted games, so I don't know how you feel.
He just said they suck balls earlier, and I'm like, man, you haven't even played it. They're awesome.
I said no such thing.
You said, oh yeah, he will never admit on a podcast.
Old games like Tomb Raider, Batman Begins on PlayStation 2. That was a great game.
And then the new Batmans that Rocksteady made are just incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with those games as well. Yeah.
Yep. What I like, L.A. Noire.
L.A. Noire is gorgeous. That was such a great game.
I mean, it's long, but it just...
Oh, I love it long, yeah.
You just get addicted to it,
You really do, because you want to solve all these cases.
Right.
And also there's another, like, main story, like, evolving underneath.
Really?
All the cases.
They should...
Well, there's a main story with, him being in the war and all that before. Oh, jeez.
Right.
Almost knocked over the paper. Yeah, that's one of my favorite games. And, that was the one where they actually, did motion capture for the faces and everything. That's why the faces look so realistic.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I think they said that studio shut down, so that's why they didn't make a sequel.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, I would love a sequel. It would awesome.
Oh, and also I want to get out there, we will also be doing, for a great example, like you said, The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that game.
When we were little, we used to play that game all the time.
All the time. Oh my gosh.
My god. We would just run into random stuff, and Bart would be freaking cussing.
I know.
Homer would be
Homer would be saying his "I am so smart" SMRT. I mean SMART. Yeah, I remember that, and oh my gosh. And I remember that my goal was to try to actually drive sensibly. And I was going to try to stay in the lanes and all that. And eventually I got so bored, I was like, you know what? The hell with this. I'm freaking smashing into everything.
Any driving games, I am terrible.
Yeah, me too. Now I am. Especially L.A. Noire, I freaking killed everybody.
Yeah. And
every pedestrian.
The Batman, the new Batman, what's it called?
Arkham Knight.
Batman Arkham Knight. I'm not very good at that one either.
I actually was better with that one than I thought I would be. But when it came to those, like, Cobra tanks, oh my gosh, I wanted to freaking decimate those.
Cobra tanks. They were assholes.
Yeah, I know. I always passed the controller to you because you were the master of the Cobra tanks, and I was like, nope, I keep getting killed, man. I'm about to punch the screen.
True. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty great at that.
Yeah, I'm straight.
What we'd like to also do on this show is rapid fire, just questions that we rapid fire at each other. Are you going first or I'm going first?
Since you came up with your list first,
All
you
right.
can go first. I think mine sucks anyway, so.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
What is your favorite food?
Oh my gosh. I think I like food way too much for this question. Um, I've always been a big pasta eater, so I would say probably like Alfredo pasta.
Pasta's
I just love. I eat pasta all the time, and I was just making pasta today, so
true. I saw that. Um,
yeah. I saw all of that.
milk or tea?
I do love milk, but tea is like my go-to. I'm pretty convinced that like 1/3 of my body is made up of sweet tea.
Not
So.
gonna lie, Southern tea is the best.
Oh my gosh.
They
That
load it
that
up with sugar, and
I
it's awesome.
know. It's completely diabetic, but it's fantastic. I
they know
love
they know how to do it in the South.
yeah, they gotta do it in South. I know that's why like the North doesn't know shit about how to do sweet tea, man. Get your act together, guys.
All right, cake or cheesecake?
Oh, that's tough. I really like cake. I'm actually gonna have to go with cheesecake. I've noticed as I've gotten older, I like cheesecake a lot more, and I eat it like especially like Cheesecake Factory.
I think when you're a little kid, that's all you think about is cake, just wanting cake for your birthday
Yeah,
and stuff. But
and
now,
totally ice cream cake, man.
ice
Just
cream
put that
cake
out
is
there.
good from
Oh my
Dairy
gosh.
Queen. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Shameless promoting, guys. Shameless promoting.
uh, comedy or drama?
Once again, I do love both. I actually love it when there's a mix of when there's a like a good balance of both.
Mm.
But I have to go with drama because I love movies that are able to like like what's the word I'm looking for? Like bring out the emotion. Person like if movies are well written and all that, and they can definitely connect with the viewer, and the viewer will respond in an effective way. And dramas tend to do that pretty effectively when people can actually cry at them. So
This is
yeah.
very true. Peanut butter or jelly?
Oh, peanut butter, man. Come on
Really?
now. Yeah, like I actually realized that I do put a lot of jelly whenever I make PB and J. I always do put a lot of jelly, but peanut butter's always been my favorite. Sometimes I'll eat that out of the jar, even though it hurts like hell going down.
Spring or summer?
Spring or summer? Oh, spring. Summer is way too hot. I'm
What?
see, I am okay with being too cold. Being too hot really makes me really grumpy, which is funny because every person I talk to is like, nope. Is like, nope. It's worse to be cold, and I'm like, I don't think so.
All right. History or math?
Oh my gosh,
Going on the school
they're
subject.
both terrible. They're both so terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate them both.
I wouldn't blame you.
You know what? I'm pretty sure math has ruined my life more than once. So I'm gonna have to go with history, just because there actually are some interesting parts of history.
Yes.
They're very rare and few and far between, but they are there. And math is just not interesting at all.
Wars get me. That's what
Oh,
most interesting to me is wars.
I know. Oh my gosh. Some of them are so disturbing to find out exactly what happened. Oh my gosh. Like when we were in, but this wasn't history. We actually watched this in English class, but we watched Schindler's List in English class, and that was about, World War II.
Yeah.
That is one of the most disturbing movies of all time. It's really hard to watch, but it's so good though.
RPG or first person shooter?
I think I would go with RPG because RPG deals with narrative, and I prefer the narrative type games. Although I did grow up playing the first person shooter games, and I still play them now, but I think I prefer RPG. Yeah.
Okay. Melissa McCarthy or Tom Cruise?
Oh no.
I
That's a really good
I
one.
knew this would stump you.
Oh man, Melissa McCarthy's so funny. Oh my gosh. And I loved her as Suki and all
But
that.
then Tom Cruise is
Tom,
hardcore.
Tom Cruise was my crush growing up for like years. Um, 'Cause you need to hear about my crushes 'cause you're my brother.
No idea.
Uh, I love Melissa McCarthy. I think I might have to go with Tom Cruise though 'cause I've known about him longer.
Yeah.
So I think, and also, like I said, crush for a long time. So.
Tomb Raider or Uncharted?
Oh, Tomb Raider. I'm sorry.
Really?
I freaking love Uncharted. I really do. But I've known about Tomb Raider since the first PS1 games came out.
Is it
So
really because you played Tomb Raider longer?
I grew up playing Tomb Raider. Yeah, Uncharted was introduced to me kind of recently. So yeah, yeah, and also the story for Tomb Raider has been more fleshed out over the years.
That is my final question. What do you got for me?
Those are some really good ones, man. Good job.
I know, because I'm so smart.
You're so SMRT, man.
Firing is just for me. Rapid fire. They call
Rapid
me.
fire, man.
They call me Logan Rapid Fire Rankin.
You know what? I think I kind of took the purpose out of the rapid fire because I had super like essay long answers. So I don't think that was supposed to be. I think rapid fire you're just supposed to answer like
Yes.
really quickly. My bad. Okay,
That's
well
all right.
you'll do it justice.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep, I am ready.
Le Dudies. Okay. Comedy or sports? That's in movies.
Shoot. Man. Comedy makes you laugh.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go with comedy. I like to laugh.
Comedy.
I really like funny stuff. If it's got Will Ferrell in it, I love it.
Oh man, of course.
Will
'Cause
Ferrell
he's
is my idol.
one of the kings of comedy.
He
yeah.
is. Him or Kevin Hart.
Like Get Hard, man.
Yep.
That was just on TV the other day, and I forgot how funny that was. Okay, Lara Croft or Hermione Granger?
Who? I know
Tomb
this.
Raider.
Okay.
Tomb Raider or Hermione Granger? Sorry, I was trying to do a real name. I actually put Tomb Raider here.
The hottest? Because I can do that.
I guess it'd be the hottest for you because you're my brother. You a boy.
I'm doing Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's freaking hot.
Okay. You know, a lot of guys like had a crush on Hermione and they had to wait till she's 18 to say they had a crush on her.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Like
weird.
out in public on the internet?
Well, yeah, a lot of people make jokes about that because she's obviously an adult now, and
Yes.
everybody's like, and a lot of guys I hear about saying jokes they always found her attractive, and they're like, but they gotta wait till she's legal. I was like, that's really weird.
How
It's
old
really
is
weird.
she? She in her 20s?
Yeah, she's in her 20s. Yeah, she's older. She's older than me. I know. I think she's
22?
5 years older than me.
Oh, okay. She's like
Yeah.
26.
Call of Duty or Madden?
Fuck. Oh, man.
There's those F-bombs we've been talking so darn much about.
I gotta go Madden. I love Madden.
Okay.
I
know. You play that all the time.
Anybody could beat me at Call of Duty at multiplayer. I freaking
Me
suck
too.
at that game.
Dude, you last longer than me. Like I said, 2 seconds. Seriously, it's like I spawned and shot in the head.
Usually that's me doing that. But Madden is amazing.
Yeah. Every time I see you, always playing Madden usually.
Yep.
Okay. Breakfast or dinner?
Gotta go breakfast. No brainer.
Ew.
Eggs, bacon.
Man.
Yum,
Ew.
yum, yum.
Bacon sounds good. I don't like.
Toast.
I'm not a breakfast person.
If you got cinnamon or raisin toast right in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. I'm just gonna devour it.
Man, cinnamon toast sounds good. Okay. What is your? I answered the same question. What is your favorite food?
What is my favorite food?
Yeah, that was my horrible British accent.
It's either pizza or crab cakes. Crab cakes are amazing.
I've never had crab cakes.
Crab cakes by the beach in Florida. Oh my.
Oh, well, eating by anything in Florida, it sounds good.
That is true. Crab cakes are amazing, and pizza is amazing. Everybody likes pizza.
Dude, you know how we have literally like a list of our 9 favorite pizza places because we go eat pizza so much.
I gotta go with pizza.
Okay.
Gotta go with pizza.
What type pizza? Like what pizza place? Man. Sorry, that doesn't
place?
count. But I'm just saying. I'm just curious.
Papa John's. I love Papa John's.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I've really had much Papa John's. Maybe like once in my life.
It's different. It's sweeter.
I'm surprised you wouldn't say Pizza King.
No.
'Cause that stuff's pretty good.
It is good, but not as good as Papa John's.
All right. What is your favorite film? I think I might know what this is.
Favorite film of all time?
Yeah, old time.
Top Gun. It's gotta be Top Gun.
Never mind, I was wrong. I was gonna say Step Brothers.
Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. Oh my God, Top Gun is amazing.
I still have yet to see that, man.
Are you serious?
I'm so behind. Yeah. Gosh.
I just get goosebumps every time the intro comes on and the Kenny Loggins song comes on. Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
I love that song.
And that Tom Cruise in the 80s. Hello.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at that, but
I know. I'm just saying. The girl part of me, man.
Okay.
What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite book?
Does it look like I read?
Well,
probably the Lemony Snicket's series. I used to read those all the time when I was younger.
I love that series. I'm reading those again now, but
I could read those like anytime I want because they're so freaking interesting.
I'm not much of a reader anymore, but that's literally the only series I finished.
Yeah,
I finished all 13 books.
I stopped reading freshman in high school, and that was it for me.
Yeah, I watch movies more, so I'm more of a visual learner. So, but I do like reading. I just don't read as much. But I loved the movie too, and I wish they would have made a sequel. So
I also did like the movie.
Okay, now this is kind of, I don't know exactly what I was going for here. I think I was going like, what's your favorite decade, I guess?
My favorite.
80s or your one you prefer, 80s or 90s?
Shit.
I guess that can include like
These
music.
both are good. 90s is good too.
Yeah.
90s, you got that like rock that changed from 80s rock.
Well,
Like,
although 80s rock is probably more so what you know.
like Blink 182 and all of them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and then Incubus was 90s, I believe.
Incubus.
Yeah.
Oh my. And 90s when Nintendo came out.
Oh yeah.
80s, you got that rock and roll AC/DC and.
Oh my gosh. And Journey.
I think I'd go with 80s because that atmosphere sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Drive-ins, hangouts. Oh god, those concerts, man. I'd be going to
awesome.
a lot of concerts in the 80s.
No. You'd have that. You'd be rocking that. Were afros popular in the 80s or was that 70s? That was 70s, I think.
Mohawks and
Mohawks, yeah, that's what I was like.
mullets. I would not look good in a mullet. I am not doing a mullet.
No, I don't think so either. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I don't think you could rock that.
No.
Yeah, you like Rock of Ages, so I thought you'd pick 80s.
Yeah, I do like that movie.
Okay. Golf or baseball?
To watch or play?
Play.
Baseball. I know it better. Golf.
Really? Because you talk about golf all the time.
I do, but I'm not very good at it.
Oh, yeah, you are. I've seen you and Scott play before.
I'm way better at baseball.
I've only seen you play baseball once, and I think I fell asleep or something. Sorry.
Me.
I like sports.
Way to tell the listeners right now on this podcast that you think I'm boring playing baseball.
No, I don't think you're boring. I just think the sport is boring. Okay. In your defense.
It is one of the boring sports. No comment.
I don't like golf. I don't really like sports in general, so any sport really.
Golf is boring to watch on TV, but it's fun to play.
I need to learn how to play. I actually wouldn't mind learning how to play it. Okay. The last rapid fire question. That was really bad. Okay, never mind.
Really bad drum roll.
No, can't do it. Would you rather fight crime with Batman or Spider-Man?
Batman, no brainer. I love
really?
Batman.
Oh my gosh. Although,
now, do I get a bat suit like Batman, or do I become Robin?
Well, I think Robin's already taken. You could be like Batboy or something.
I am not Batboy. How about Bat Teen? Bat Teen sounds better than Batboy.
How about Batman .2?
There you go.
Yeah,
I'd take it. I'd take it.
You don't want to do with Spider-Man, like swing above the city and listen to his.
No, because I'd rather fight Joker than the Green Goblin.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
And
well, Joker's smart. Joker's really smart and terrifying.
I'm smart too. That's why they call me .2.
Point two. All right.
All right, that is.
So that's the end of my rapid fire questions. Although I think we both kind of killed the purpose of that. I think we both kind of went into in-depth answers. Yeah. That's okay. You learn more about our interesting selves this way.
True. You can check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, the Fandom Brigade. Also, you can check us out on Twitter at the Fan Brigade 2, capital T, capital F, capital B.
It's so confusing.
And at our website, thefandombrigade.com. That is without www. I made that mistake, and I am sorry.
I'm proud of you. You just said brigade 3 times in a row.
I know. Thank you.
That was great. That was great, man. We usually stumble over that word. It's harder to say than it looks.
That is true. Yeah. That concludes our show.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Oh, should we like do our names like say like
I'm Logan.
And I'm Jordan.
And this is the Fandom Brigade.
Fandom Brigade.
See you guys next Saturday.
Yep. Bye bye.